Hi, friends. Good morning and happy Saturday. I am so excited to have a nice day. I don't know what the weather's like at your place, in your area, but this morning when I took my dog out for a walk, it was like spring. Of course, we had a lot of rain. I think it was kind of the tail rain of the hurricane coming north, or tropical storm, whatever it was when it came up this way. But it was a lot of rain yesterday, which was great to get a lot of things done inside, right? But this morning, the air felt fresh. The sky was blue. There were even so many birds singing in the trees. It just reminded me of spring, and it was just so refreshing. I just absolutely loved it. The sun is shining. It's absolutely gorgeous. Some of you might know that looking back now at almost 2 years since Mike died. He died right after Christmas, so we're almost a month away from the 2-year mark. And I when I look back over those 2 years, I really don't think I had very much time to grieve. I had to do a lot of scrambling around and make a ton of decisions. And it doesn't seem like that cycle ever stopped. Good morning, Pebbles. Thank you for joining this morning. And I also see someone else is on. If you're on today, or if you're watching the replay, put a comment in the or make a comment so that I can see that you were on, and just say good morning, hello, good afternoon, greetings, or something to greet you. So anyway, as I was saying, I think over the last 2 years, or almost 2 years, I really have been not very sure about my future, or just what path I'm supposed to be on. And I want to say today that I don't know if there's any younger people watching this, but I want you to know that we're not invincible. And your spouse may seem like they're a lifetime gift to you. And in a way, they are. But I want you to know, you need to prepare your heart that one day it's going to be you or your partner who will be trying to figure out what life is supposed to look like now without you, or without him or her. And this is not jinxing, as some superstitious people might think. It's thinking responsibly. And to be honest, I wasn't at a place in my life when Mike died that I was prepared for him to go when he did. Mike and I shared a lot of responsibility for my mom. I watched my grandchildren. We took care of them and did a lot for the boys. When my other daughter's children were younger, I did a lot for those children. And when my youngest daughter had her 2 young boys, well, she still has young boys, but for the first several years, we helped them. And I lost my partner in that. And it was hard. But because there were so many responsibilities and so many decisions to make, and so many things that I had to do to just stay afloat and breathe, I think I never really had time to just really reflect and to be available to think about what my future might be, or to really grieve. And it's not that I didn't have prayer time, because I have prayer time every morning. It's just part of my life. I don't think anything about it. But it's that I haven't really had a lot of downtime. And I think since my mom has moved, that has helped, because I haven't had 365 days a year of just this constant having to give constant attention to my mom. And ironically, my mom moved out on a Thursday. We were done moving my mom, and on that Monday I started a new job, which has even more 24/7 demand on my attention. However, I have recently come to a point where I'm absolutely at peace with my life and my future. I can't tell you what my future is. There's a few things that are possibilities, but I know where I'm at now. I know what I want to continue doing, and I know what I'm not going to continue doing, because it just doesn't make sense. And I just have such peace. And the last couple of weeks I've been watching movies in the evening. I haven't really watched TV a lot in years. I might watch one show a week or something. I like to watch competition shows like The Voice and America's Got Talent and things like that. I like those kind of shows. I don't usually watch much else unless I have my sister here overnight, or we just want to have a girls' night with my mom or something. Then I might watch a movie, but for the most part, I really haven't been a TV watcher in the last several years. And lately I've been watching a movie. And you know what? I absolutely love the downtime. I love that it gives me the opportunity to erase all the thoughts that I have after school or after a class, when I think, I should have done that differently, or if I had that opportunity again, I would do it differently, or just a million things that run through my head on replay, around and around and around. And so I have found a valuable place for television and movies. It's just a great way to downtime, because if I read, my brain is still too distracted and I can't focus on what I'm reading. I can't really shut my brain off. But to watch a movie, I can get lost in the movie for a little while, and it quiets my brain down. So anyway, all that to say that I like to watch movies that, have happy endings, which usually means romance. And what movie doesn't have some sort of romance somewhere in there, right? But I've actually found myself in tears almost every day. And it's made me realize that I really haven't had very much time to grieve Mike's loss. And I'm really thankful to have that time now. And you know what? I'm really thankful to know that I can take time as my days continue to unfold. I can take time to allow myself to be sad and to miss Mike. And even I've also just been grieving the loss of my first husband. So just to appreciate the time and the life that I had with each of them and what they've offered to my life over the years, and help be a part of who I've become and who I'm becoming even in the days ahead. I love that you say that, Pebbles, that you call that mindless time. And I guess we really need to find ways that it's mindless time. I mean, for me, sketching is mindless time too. I think maybe even more so than movies. But I also know that after being at school all day, I'm tired, and in the evening, I don't really find I have a whole lot of energy to do sketching. I do it a little bit, but I can't do it for very long. It's my brain is just too tired, and I just can't do it. But anyway, all that to say is this. We cannot assume that life will be great every day, and that all the things that make life great for you today will be there forever, because things change. And I have come to see, I'm beginning to see, like, I think this position that I've taken in the school, I think God had so many purposes for that. It's filled a gap. There was a need, and I jumped in and filled that need for the school, for the teachers, for the children. I can't say that I'm doing the greatest job. I know you all know me. You all know what I'm like, and you might think that I'm doing a great job, and trust me, there's so much room for improvement. But that's okay. It's okay. It's been a blessing for them, and I'm happy that I've been able to do that. It's fulfilled a need for me. I was looking for work. I needed something to do to earn money, and especially during this time that I needed to help support my mom for several months. And so it met a need for me. But another thing that it has done is that it has shown me the things that I've put my security in. And it's really showed me the areas where I'm insecure. Way more insecurities than I ever saw in myself before. I didn't even know that some of these insecurities existed in me until I became a school teacher. So I am really blessed. It's been challenging, and some of you have seen and read the comments and things that I've posted, just being honest about my struggle. And I do that for a reason, friends, because I want people to know that a walk with Christ isn't always pretty. In fact, a lot of times it ain't a pretty road. A lot of times it's not. And why is that? Do you think that it's because God's punishing you? No. It's because he loves you, and he's trying to shape and reshape you, to remold you, to help you to see the things that you need to let go. He's peeling layers of the onion away. And friends, if he doesn't do that, then everything can stay hunky-dory. But change has... we feel the layers peel away. And they are layers that we've held on to because we felt secure. Not that we've liked them necessarily, but those layers make us feel secure because we've learned how to live with them. That doesn't mean they need to stay. It doesn't mean they should stay. It doesn't mean it's best for us if they stay. Last week, I talked about the backpack of rocks and stones, bricks, or whatever you want to describe, the heavy things that we carry around with us. And God has to show us that we carry things around that we don't need to carry. And we have to recognize what they are. And they're painful for us to let go of, because even though they've been painful for us to carry, we have found the right position. We've found the way that's helped us carry it. And to let go of it means we have to learn something new. And we don't always want to do that because we don't like what we've been carrying, but we've found security in that because we found a way to carry it. I hope that makes sense. Good morning, Diane. Thank you. Thank you for being on this morning. And thank all of you for being on this morning, whether you're on the live or you're on the replay. I do appreciate that. And I appreciate you just letting me know that you were here. So if you're watching the replay later, just let me know that you hopped on. I love that. And if this has been an encouraging message to you, I pray that you'll just let me know. Hey, that really encouraged me, or I really needed that today. But here's the thing. We have to take time to think. And I think one of the breakthroughs for me this week has been that I've asked God, why do I feel like I have to accomplish something? Like, what is it that I feel so strongly that I'm a failure if I don't achieve this? What is that? Where does that come from? And I've spent time praying over that. Do you do that? Do you really dig deep and think of what are the questions that you need to be asking God? What are the answers you truly need? Not the things you need necessarily. Sometimes that's it. But really thinking about what is it that you really need for your soul, for your heart, for your mind to continuously be renewed and shed the heavy stuff that we don't like, but we felt secure in because we found a way to carry it. And we don't want to have to relearn. But God says, no, that's not my best for you. My best for you is that you let go of this junk and find a new way to live the life that I have for you. And he does that out of love, friends. He doesn't do it as punishment. He doesn't change things up as punishment. He doesn't insist, by the way. As I was reading in Isaiah today, and I'm sorry, I guess I'm going to have to look at what the chapter was I was reading, because to be honest, I can't remember which chapter I'm on, but I'll tell you. Hold on just a second. It's Isaiah. I want to say I'm in chapter 58, or I think it's 58. But I'm going to find it in a minute. I loved it because, let's see. Can I find it? My Bible Gateway always acts up when I don't have it ready when I'm on live. But anyway, God is saying to the people of Israel, yeah, you come to the temple every day. Yeah, you fast, but you're kind of missing the point, y'all. You pride yourself in that. You pride yourself in those sacrifices that you make, and yet you're still oppressing the poor. You still don't care about those in prison who are undeserving. You're still harsh to people. And I'm not saying any of you are those things, but the point being this. When I was reading that passage, what crossed my mind was how often I have, and I'm sure some of you do this too, feel like you have to punish yourself. Like you can't give it over to God yet. You can't completely let it go because that wouldn't be fair. That just wouldn't be fair to God. I mean, that wouldn't be fair to God. I'm the one that did this thing. I'm the one that's a bad person. I'm the one that's this, that, the other thing. So no, the right thing is for me to carry around the guilt and carry those heavy rocks. That's the right thing. And I know there'll be a day when I won't have to carry them anymore. But you know what we do when we do that? We hold on to that identity. And God says, my son went to the cross. He already took the punishment. I don't even remember what it is you're punishing yourself over, y'all. Hey, I want you to live. And living with me may not be any easier, but in the long run, it's going to be freer. In the long run, you're going to be able to let go of these heavy things you've carried. You're going to see that your identity is not in that. You're going to see that you're a child of God and that I have great things for you to do and that I want to empower you with all kinds of abilities. So that's my message of encouragement for you today, friends. It takes time to reflect on those things and really ask God and yourself the hard questions. If you don't know what the hard questions are, start praying that God will show you what the hard questions are. And maybe you don't like to feel icky. Maybe you don't like to feel pain. Maybe you don't like to feel sadness. Maybe you think that in doing that, you're being negative. No, hello. Believe me, we all carry negative stuff around. How else are we going to see it and get rid of it if we don't do self-reflection? And if we don't know how, start asking God for that. Because trust me, when we do, we give God the opportunity to come in, to reveal, to let go, and truly be set free in the Lord. Sadness, hardship, struggle, grief are all part of the process and the journey. But the result is continuously shedding heavy things we never needed, things that we thought were who we are, things we've taken pride in. I'm good at carrying more than I need to. God says, oh, please stop being good at it. And if you don't stop being good at it, I'm going to make it so hard for you. You'll hate it. And maybe then you'll turn to me and I will show you how to be set free. I will show you who you really are. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it's encouraged you. And I hope that you'll give this some food for thought today and add these questions and these thoughts as a part of your prayer time. Allow God to show you and to soothe you and to change you into who you truly were meant to be, His child with great purpose. And I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. I hope this moves your heart. It changes your mind. It gives you all that you need to become who you truly were meant to be this weekend. I love you all, and I will see you next week on Fireside Chat. Bye-bye.